Hey guys, usually I bring you all of the good information, but this time I think we have to face the truth and the reality that both for Tesla and NIO this will be an ugly quarter. And the reason is the production side basically. So here we're looking at a NIO news that they have now reached 200,000 units, and you probably know this already, and you also may know that this means that at the date that I posted this news, which was actually the 15th of May, this means they only delivered 2,000 cars so far. So it seems to be another not so good month for NIO here, and maybe something similar for Tesla here. If you look at the factory production, there have been some rumors in the past that they're actually already up at 80% of production, but that seems, based on these latest reports, not to be the truth, and it's actually only like one line in utilization and 45% of production. And so this means, the first lockdown month for Tesla was already pretty bad in April, and so 45% of production is obviously not enough to catch up with the Q2 numbers that they would have in mind, although Elon Musk is doing a great job at pumping and encouraging the China Tesla team and saying that they're doing a great job at getting back to work. So yeah, the positives are there. So you get the factories going back online. For example, NIO's factory is back, and also Tesla's factory is back, but it seems that are severely impacted still by what I think is mainly possibly on the supplier side, because not all of the businesses in the Shanghai area are back. I actually spoke to some people close to NIO in China, and basically you can now estimate around 2 months of delivery lead time from placing your order to actually getting the car for the older models for NIO. 4 months and more for the ET7, and for Tesla I'm reading news that there are even some people switching to other brands right now because there are so long lead times, and so it seems that both Tesla and NIO just don't have the capacity right now to basically fulfill their demand and orders right now. And so this will be not good on the quarter side, so not good on the deliveries and so the growth numbers, but also not good on possibly the financials, because of course if you have lower volumes this also has impacts on the margins. And of course Wall Street knows that, and this is why we see those huge fluctuations and some weakness there in Tesla and NIO on top of that. But as always, although we already know that these numbers won't be pretty, of course we can look into the future, and the lockdowns are easing. So right now Shanghai has, I think, the 3rd consecutive day without any case that is out of loop. So meaning the cases that are happening are currently in those kind of COVID camps and maybe in isolated areas. So they are all under control, and they have less than 100 cases that are symptomatic in the entire city. This in some consecutive days now. So I think we're now seeing the first signs of the city opening up. More businesses are allowed. Some people are able to leave their compounds, and so at some point in time this will all ease. And then I also mentioned before, we've seen such kind of positive demand stimulating policies, for example in Guangzhou and Shenzhen, mainly to the benefit of Xpeng actually, for deliveries and for NEV subsidies. And so we might see something similar in Shanghai, in Beijing, and also other areas of Shanghai, of China in general. And so of course you will also see an increase later on top of the expected deliveries, and that will also be a nice spike in kind of catching up there. But of course the general problem here might be that, particularly in the case of NIO, we may have to dial down our expectations for the annual deliveries. That is my fear here. Let's see, I will give you an update. For Tesla, we still have Austin and Berlin going online, so this may ease some of the pain there. And then more generally, I also think that Giga Shanghai will be actually faster in really recovering there than any other car manufacturer out there actually. So sorry, this is not the greatest news. You possibly know most of it already, but this is my personal take on that. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.